What's going on YouTube? Steven, the Salon Guy here, and don't judge me by my shirt, but it's so hot here that I feel like I have 2 fried eggs on my chest. Go figure. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to be doing the Captain Marvel haircut, the short haircut from Avengers Endgame. Now, I still have not seen Endgame yet, and it's on my to-do list, but I heard it's the best movie ever. But I got a lot of people requesting the haircut that she had. And I was trying to figure out how I can go about doing this. And then I found a mannequin that I had cut in the past that basically is just about, just like her haircut. So what I want to do, I just want to break down the haircut a little bit. I want to style it and then just show you guys how to kind of recreate the look so you have a better understanding of what it is. If you don't know, I am now selling haircutting combs on my website. These are combs that I use. They're a good quality plastic, and they're a bit on the longer side just because I feel like I have a lot more control. And I also have 2 colors. So one red one, which works great on lighter hair, and then a white one which is great for, say, darker hair. So definitely check them out. The link is down below in the description, or you can click on the card up top here. I have them on sale right now. They're very affordable. Definitely check them out. So first things first, when it's coming down to this haircut, what you need to do is really, create the style first before you cut the hair. Just so you have a good kind of game plan and a roadmap, especially on shorter hair. A lot of people get kind of intimidated by shorter hair. They don't know what to do, where to start. I always say, if you know that the hair is going to start around here, have that kind of worked back this way visually. Right? It's like, how are we going to have this connect so it's going to look like a good haircut? So for this particular haircut, I would say you want to start out with maybe a finger's length of hair throughout the entire back, right? And the reason that this works out well is because if you put a finger length through the head this way, that's going to give you that exact dimension and that exact length. So what I typically do for these types of shorter haircuts is I'll work on diagonal sections, right? Diagonal, almost horizontal, working in panels this way, because I like to get the flow going. And because this particular haircut does have a flow where it kind of comes in towards the center, what we're doing here is we're actually, starting that flow process, not only technically, but also visually as well. And that's going to really help us to give a really good, accurate haircut. And what I'm doing now on this side is I'm literally following the same thing. So that's where the finger length comes in handy, because if you do that on one side, just think finger length on the opposite side. So it makes things a lot easier. Traditionally, for haircuts like this that are fairly straightforward, nothing too complex, I always like to go in and do horizontal cross-checking. And the reason I do that is because it really just gives me a good understanding of what is happening in the haircut. Or in other words, did I screw up? Are there uneven pieces? How's everything looking? All that kind of stuff. Because by doing this, if you have hair that's a lot longer in certain areas, right, what that's going to do is that's actually going to jump right out at us, which means, uh-oh, something went wrong somewhere. We need to cut this. Working in through here, all this is really all that's going on right now is it's just really blending and connecting, right? So we're blending this part in through here, in through the top, because in her style, it's shorter and tapered down, going into, a bit longer in the front. So we have to really take that into consideration and keep that in mind while, cutting this whole thing. It's a shorter to longer type of look. Another really important part of this haircut is connecting the back in through the top. And I do this in a very straightforward, consistent manner with all my haircuts. I always want to make sure that I'm connecting everything mostly by how the hair falls, all right, or how it grows out from the head. And by doing that, it actually allows you to have a very seamless type of haircut, right? You're not getting any sort of, harsh lines. You're not getting any sort of, weird things happening in the hair. You're actually just keeping everything very balanced. So what we're doing now is connecting this part in through the very, very top. And I would say the top in through here is probably a good, I don't know, 5 or so inches. No more than that. Because if the hair is too long, and I do get questions like this all the time, if the hair is too long, what's going to happen is it's going to not have a lot of volume, and it's going to start to lay flat, which we don't really want, right? So now we're ready to work on the very top, right into here, and the best way to do that literally is just to hold everything straight up and cut it. And I apologize for my voice. I'm a little bit sick. I don't know what happened. I have not been sick in a very, very long time as far as like having a cold or anything like that. Maybe it's stress, but I don't know. So I'm a little bit congested. All right, so what we're doing on the top now is I'm just over-directing slightly back here, which means you're pulling the hair back to a certain point to leave it longer, because I want this front to be the longest part, right? So now that that's done, we've got the sides and the corners. So the corners are very, very important because this is what is connecting into the sides. So I always feel like it's got to be blended in and it has to have a really good kind of flow to it, or else it's not going to lay right. You know, so if you ever have a haircut and you feel like, oh, why isn't it laying properly, or it doesn't look like it's layered, or something's going on, it's probably because it's not cut properly. And it's very, very common. So what I am doing, yes, I am cutting the corner, or I would say blending the corner in, right? I'm blending the corner in so that as this goes back, it has a very, very nice connected flow to it. We're going to work in through the sides, and I'm literally just combing the hair straight out from the head and cutting it. So it is a bit more tapered down in through here, and how we do that is we actually angle our fingers inwards, right? So I'm actually angling my fingers pointing down closer this way. Then we go back and we can stamp in the baseline right into here. But keep in mind that this has to all go back. All right, this has to all go back. So if we cut this too short, it's not going to have enough room to go back, right? So when we brush this, we're looking for things like, oh, you know, are there any sort of parts that are uneven, or anything we need to worry about? Any parts of the haircut that are looking a little bit too heavy, and so on and so forth, okay? So working on the other side, now this haircut is parted, right? So it does have a side part, which means that we do have to kind of mold the hair to work around the parting. Sometimes it has to be a little bit shorter on that side to compensate for the length on the other side. But I think if you just keep everything consistent and balanced, then you should be in pretty good shape. The key to shorter haircuts, especially on women or so, is you got to really, and with any shorter haircut, is you really have to be consistent. You have to be very, very consistent with the shape. You have to be very consistent with the cutting techniques, the balance, everything. Everything all has to be very, very equal, or else you'll be uneven Steven. All right, so I'm just going to kind of finish this up here, and then we'll come back and style it and check out the end result. So now for the styling of this, what we're going to do is I'm going to mostly use my hands and really try to get that volume going in by lifting. You know, you can use 25 spray, you can use pre-style mousse, which is a great product for adding volume. But a lot of it is going to be really locking in the shape with your hands. All right, guys, so here we have the finished result. And what this really is this a short kind of tapered, haircut throughout the side. The back mostly is the shortest point. And then, it goes shorter into longer throughout the front here. Once you get that volume in your hair in the front, that's really the key part right into here, is getting that arch, all right? You have to make sure you have the length too, because if this is too short, or for example, if this is shorter than the back, it's not gonna look like this. As a safety, you always wanna make sure you have this hair a bit longer right in the very, very front. And then this is all kind of tapered back in throughout the sides into here. Again, it comes down to, I think the best way to style this is with your hands. You do need to have the right haircut though. I will say, you can't just do this on a haircut that isn't, you can't get this look if the haircut isn't really necessarily cut this way, to be honest with you. If you do have this haircut, you can finish it off with something like, Clutch or something like Hustle to really get this all slicked back into here. But it's not a super difficult hairstyle to achieve. It's just you have to make sure that you have the courage and to be bold enough to wear something like this. And it's a really fun, I think, awesome haircut. All right, YouTube, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more videos with the Salon Guy.